I'm ready. I hope to God that got caught. I don't know how, but I hope somehow. We're all behind the scenes going, ready, 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 and the beverage goes, woof! That was awesome. I hope there's just a loud woof and then the logo plays. That would be awesome.
Be like, what is happening? Oh no, she just operates like that all the time.
That's fantastic. All right. Okay, we're here. We're back. Another week, another podcast, and
Yes, we are.
I'm going to apologize in advance. I do not mean for like 7 podcasts in a row for there to be basically no news but video game stuff. But my God, I just.
Yep. Yeah.
We're just going to have to.
There's so much news that Brock buffered. That's just how much goddamn news we have.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here. My whole setup is just not having it today. All right, but yeah, let's talk about our weeks here. Mr. New Location, go ahead.
Yes, welcome to my new studio, which still needs some sound dampening because it sounds like I'm in a cave. But
a box of scraps.
Yeah, I was just about to say it.
But no, seriously, I am excited for where I am now. Obviously, awesome. I'm not going to share my location, but between that and seeing the new Steven Spielberg movie, Disclosure Day, I had a pretty good weekend.
Nice. Excellent. Bree?
I just worked like a maniac and acquiring money because remember the thing we talked about last week, Brock, about like game systems?
Yeah.
Guess who has enough disposable income to do that now? So the Switch 2 is happening next month. Imagine you just do your job and you save money.
Crazy how that works.
Which is actually going to be good for me because I didn't realize this till I looked it up. There's going to be a price increase in September. Thanks, AI.
Oh,
yeah.
No, it's even hitting the Switch.
Ooh.
I know, that's how you know shit is dire.
Yeah, Nintendo's very against price increases. They just never let it decrease.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Doesn't the Switch use, like, NVIDIA chips?
I honestly don't know.
I swear to Christ that they use some sort of mobile chip.
They very well could. I wouldn't doubt it because it's a handheld. But, yeah, how much is the Switch 2 now?
Well, it depends. If you just get the standard version, no game, it's $449. If you get it, they give you a break on, like, 1 of 3, like, download games. It's, like, $4.99.
Damn. Okay, very nice. There's only one version of the Switch 2 available now, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's only been out a year. I mean, I held off for a bit, but also during our stream last week, because I actually looked it up and I bought it on stream because I was like, let me just see if they're still available. And they were. Nice. I bought the collector's edition of the new Fire Emblem game.
Nice.
Which I never do collector's editions, but I was like, I'm already paying $80 for the game. What's another $40 for like a 200-page art book and like some art cards and stuff? I mean, really, that's not too bad.
That's exactly how I look at it. I only buy collector's editions now if I'm going to get actual, genuine quality stuff I can like put on a shelf.
Yeah,
if it's all digital download shit, I'm kind of like, eh.
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't bother either. But especially since I buy a lot of art books, they usually go for about $40-$50 anyway. So it's like, oh, and I'm getting some other stuff with it.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
that's good. And then next weekend, God, you know, I feel old. It's going to be my nephew's graduation party, so it's just a lot of little things. And then for like my little personal goal, I'm finally sharing my in progress version of my story with more people. So hopefully, I get good notes because I had a little bee up my ass today after a certain trailer dropped, which we'll talk about later.
Yes, we will. Absolutely. Yes, we will. All right. Yeah. Oh, I'm just realizing that I'm gonna let Kiona talk. I need to watch that thing. I forgot to watch it. So, Kiona, tell us about your weekend while I do my homework.
Okay, sounds good. So I am just still kind of in denial about the whole Destiny thing. I know you guys are probably sick of me talking about it, but it is what it is. So
you guys listen to me talk about X-Week for the Xbox for the past month and a half. So yeah, you're good.
And we're still gonna talk about them too, by the way, because the bad news just keeps on a coming. But anyway, yeah. So I mean, like, the update has been great though for D2. It's just been like so much to do and so many things to chase and everything. And I still have to do raids and I still have to like get involved with more fire team stuff. So and I'm still like my warlock doesn't even have strand yet, so it's missing out on like one of the class items, one of the subclasses. So I am definitely leveling my warlock right now and just kind of taking her through and using that new void siphon vampire power thing, which is awesome. Warlocks are just ruling it right now, I gotta say, even though I am a hunter main through and through.
Same.
But yeah, so it's been a lot of fun and I'm really proud of the community. I think everybody's been doing a really good job of like uniting and presenting a good front and keeping those numbers up, because we're still averaging on Steam alone over 100K every single day, which is amazing. Like closer to like 120, 130K every single day on Steam alone. So that's really encouraging. It's only been a week, but it's been a good week in terms of the player numbers, so that's good. Other than that, I've been recording a lot of podcasts and stuff with Paul and just talking about things. I had to record one on Howard the Duck, the old movie.
Oh, God.
I hate that movie with every fiber of my being.
Oh, my God. What prompted that?
He wanted to do an MCU podcast. I mean, he has been doing an MCU centric podcast, and so because they took some time off from it, it kind of went on hiatus. So now what he wanted to do was just kind of reintroduce it and do that by having essentially the first Marvel movie.
Was that
So
the first one?
essentially the first one to has like a theatrical
when
release.
did Howard the Duck come out?
I think 86?
86?
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Yeah, so this year would have been its 40th anniversary.
I forgot that came out before I was born.
That actually
That's
works.
crazy.
That actually works. Yeah.
Damn.
I had never seen it until.
Oh, it's a joy.
Oh yeah, that was good. I'll tell you what. But yeah. Anyway, so that's kind of what I've been up to. And then we recorded one where we kind of went through phase 1 and 2 all in one podcast. We actually did it in about a couple hours, maybe a little over that, so not too bad.
Phase 1 and 2 are when it was still manageable.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, it's only like 12 movies, so it's not that bad. But then I'm sure we're going to be getting into the later stuff too as time goes on. But yeah, so not to advertise another podcast, but you know what I mean. It's
self promo is good here.
Paul's stuff, go right ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, I had heard that Robin Williams was in.
That would have been a much better movie, just for the purpose of Robin Williams would have been
automatically better. Yeah.
I mean, at least that whole thing and the weirdness would have made sense. But you and I gotta do a
weird film.
I know. Speaking of weird films, I forgot to mention this. Because the music's copyrighted, I can't share it, but oh Lord. Yeah, I watched a real bad one this weekend. It took about 4 hours to record.
Weak. Oh my gosh.
Oh God. Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I was going to do another topic, so go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, to answer Bree's question earlier, or Brock's question earlier, I should say, the Switch 2 does use an NVIDIA chip, by the way.
Okay. Okay, that
Custom
makes sense.
NVIDIA T239 system.
Is it specifically
chip.
just for the Switch 2? Or the
Codename
Switch?
Drake, incidentally.
I heard you. Oh, that. That is 1,000 times funnier when you consider that Nintendo is the kid mostly system. That is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I thought you would. I thought you would enjoy that.
Well done.
It should
No,
have been
no,
codenamed
no.
Drake.
Hey, clip that.
Oh. There's no fucking way.
Dun, 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 dun.
Say Nintendo. I heard you like them exclusive.
You know what'd be hilarious? If someone did the GameCube sound fonts, but did dun 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 dun.
Oh God! Oh no!
Oh, holy! I'm crying. That is so fucking funny. Now, which system uses a chip called the Kendrick? I gotta know.
Yes,
Which one is
yes, I know.
Oh my god, that's fucking hilarious. You can't plan that type of shit. Like,
Nope.
okay. Now I'm not joking. I'm going to be laughing about that for a fucking month. That's so funny. Oh man.
I thought you would enjoy that.
Oh, that's
little
so
tidbit.
god. It shouldn't be that funny, but the sheer coincidence. All right. Anyway, I'm an adult.
That's great.
Okay. So this weekend, God, what did I all do this weekend? I didn't do a ton. I finished Lego Batman. I don't know how to say this without sounding hyperbolic or hyperbole. If you quote Brian Regan, I love that man so much. You mispronounced every word in your show. Well, if that's not the epitome of hyperbole. It has one of the best paced Batman stories than anything I've ever seen.
Damn.
That's high praise.
I do not have any idea how they pulled this off. 'Cause it should not have worked. All these Batman movies have no connective tissue whatsoever, and it rolled together as if the movies were made in this fashion in the first place. And it was a Batman game where Talia al Ghul was the final boss.
Holy shit.
And it fit perfect. Because they put Talia in the beginning of Batman Begins and have that be like, because you do the Burton 89 and then it goes to Begins and then that starts him out in his journey and it goes through everything, including the Batman. And it just goes through all of it, including Haley's Circus, including the party where you find Batgirl. He did clip it, damn it. That one was Spicy Zebra Redcoat. Peppy Spicy Zebra Redcoat. But, and then it goes through the period of you then taking Batgirl under your wing, so then that inspires Nightwing to be, or Dick to become Nightwing, and then all this stuff throughout it. It's just... And they integrate the plan with the bomb, but it's on top of, like, Wayne Tower, and it's...
Oh, so they made it, that plot, not dumb.
I don't know how they did it. I honestly, like... Again, it was like these movies were made to be in this order in the first place. Whoever thought of this idea at, not Telltale, it starts with, it's a TT. Why can't
Traveler's Tales.
Traveler's Tales, thank you. Whoever thought of it, you deserve a fucking raise.
And to be the CEO of Warner Brothers?
Yeah. I don't know how this could happen. I want this same thing to be attempted, but with all the old pre-MCU Marvel movies. I don't know how you could do it. I honestly don't know how. But it was one of the most impressive feats of storytelling that they were able to make this there wasn't a point where I was like, that doesn't make any sense, and they just put that in there to make it work, whatever. No, and it stretched the like power of what I thought you could pull in like a Lego game. It was really good, and the ending credits was their own cover of "Kissed by a Rose." So, you guys do it. I know I've mentioned this, but I miss the period of time when the song made for the movie sold the movie.
About that though.
Yeah, like Kiss from a Rose has like a really weird history.
I get that though. But like, there used to be time periods where this stuff got sold off those type of things, and that's what all the trailers were. And 9 times out of 10, it was better advertising for movies than what we get now.
You're right though. That was an era.
Because they focused more on that song and cutting scenes that weren't spoilers to fit that song, and you got less spoilers and trailers because they cared more about selling that single than selling the trailer of the movie because it was that good. Like Free Willy was another one. I know there's 1,000 examples I'm not thinking of, but one of the last ones to do it was also a Batman movie. I can't remember what the song was, but it was a Nickelback song for Batman Begins.
I know the one you're talking about.
I had somehow never seen that trailer until long after those movies came out, and I was like, when the hell?
Yeah, that's so 2005 code. But you know what's crazy? That Nickelback, like, did the Spider-Man song, too? And then
Nickelback and Saliva, and then it got those two to really hate each other.
Yeah, and then, like, Nickelback was going good, and then, I don't know, they kind of went to full butt rock. Like, I don't know what happened there.
I'm going to be one of those people that say the joke about being Nickelback being bad, hurt them worse than any of their music ever did.
That I agree with, it's, along with, look at this graph.
Yeah. But, also, this came up recently on my Instagram, because you're speaking about Saliva. I'll say one last thing and then we'll go. I didn't realize, A, that Saliva was still going, and B, it has a new lead singer.
Oh, really?
That sounds nothing like the old singer. At all. Because I'm a big fan of 1,000 Foot Crutch. They're not a thing anymore because, like, their drummer became, like, the most experienced and most well-known realtor in, like, all of Canada. And, like, their bass player has, like, 3 kids now and all this other, but... He's like, yeah, I did a single with Saliva, and he's advertising it, and I'm hearing it, I'm like, that is not Saliva. And I looked up like, who is this 20-year-old, no facial haired young man that was not singing with Chad Kroeger for Spider-Man 2? Who is this? But, yeah, it's something. The other thing, I am trying to get out of... I am in a hump of burnout of what I guess would be the best way to do it because I'm getting toward the end of my asinine overtime hours that I have needed to pull to get a, like, 2.5-year goal of mine done and pull off a cosplay that I'm trying to finish for the end of the year. I have, like, to order one more thing and then it's all ordered, then I'm just waiting on it. So I've been going through my back catalog of stuff on a gaming system and things, and I randomly picked a game that I gotten off the PlayStation like every month to get a certain amount of games, and it's Echoes of the End. I didn't know it existed until I saw it on some guy's TikTok when they were playing through it. It's one of those games that looks like a AAA game, but it kind of plays and operates like a, Did you ever get that expensive wig in the mail yet? I did. I just haven't shown it off yet because that's for the cosplay I'm doing after this. And it actually was a cheaper wig than the rest, but it's just going to be it's a lot nicer. Anyway, it's a very cool story. It's linear. It's not open world. It's the idea of this entire story happened and you're playing the aftermath of it, or like this whole kingdom and these wars and all this stuff happened, and then your two factions kind of like picking up history pieces of this whole story, and that's kind of what it is. It's interesting. It's a lot of kind of like Force Power type of things with like puzzles and navigating your partner around in certain areas. And it's refreshing because I've played a lot of open world games and other things, so it's been a lot different. especially going from the Tomb Raider games to playing that. And yeah, it's been really good so far. I've got like 2 hours into it. I like it quite a bit. Anyone that wants to play it, it's on PlayStation Network as part of their catalog. The definitive edition of it is, or the like expanded edition, whatever the words are. So if you want to play it there, it's really good. It's only like 12 hours long, so it's not super long, but it's good. I think it's the studio's first game too. But yeah, it's pretty good, and I haven't done it yet, but tomorrow I got the Blu-ray of it, but now because the English dub isn't available freaking anywhere, and I want to have more physical media now because it's dying, I'm going to be starting Dororo finally, so I'm excited about that. Other than that, what is it called? It is called Echoes of the End, Umbreon. But yeah, so that was that. All right, we're on to the news now. We got some buy or sells here, but like I said at the beginning, I'm not going to lie to you. I think the Google Doc is just shy of 9 pages long. 7.5 of them are about Xbox.
Yeah,
because it has been a spicy week.
And I got all of that within a day.
That's scary.
Mike,
Things
I know
are
you're
going
not,
great over there.
I know you're not big into gaming, but and again, it seems like I'm a PlayStation shill, and I can be at times. But some of the things that are coming out now, I never want to hear people say that PlayStation is doing things that Xbox isn't. And no one on that end of the aisle has any right to bring up Concord ever fucking again. Ever! Because they have disasters that cost twice as much and never made it to a store shelf. Whew, did I ever check out Directive 8020? No, I have not yet. I am saving that for Halloween. All right.
I need to check that one out too.
I've heard differing things.
Same.
Mike, buy or sell the new Tootsie Roll commercial that just got released.
The reason why I buy it is because it's 2D animated, like hand-drawn, and
I saw it. It looks so good.
It looks awesome.
yeah, it just takes me back to those Tootsie Pop commercials.
Yes.
Which is obviously the point, but like that's a core memory right there.
Oh, 100%.
And also, correct me if I'm wrong, recently, didn't they finally, like, reanimate the OG commercial to be, like, 16:9, but they still use the original audio?
Maybe?
I think so. I'll have to
Yeah,
find,
I think, like, a year ago.
I'll have to find that.
Could be. Bree, buy or sell our very first look at Jessica Cruz from My Adventures with...
Oh, I saw her. She looks so adorable.
Superman. She looks awesome.
She looks so cute, and good.
I love
on
the stapled on Superman logo.
Oh, I know, it's so cute, and I love that Olivia Carvalho finally has like another voiceover role, because the last show that she got on kind of got a little bit screwed over. I mean, it wasn't the best show, but it's still. I mean, good for her. I still have to catch up to last week's episode because again, I was in a 4-hour movie hell watching goddamn Ben and Arthur. But
Yeah,
that's a story
I need to
for
get-
the other day.
I need to get on season 3 as well because I'm hearing only great things
Did
about
it
it.
debut with like 100% on Rotten Tomatoes or something ridiculous? Or something
Probably.
in the 90s? It was crazy.
But
Kiona.
also, I
Oh.
love Cara and Jimmy so much. Like,
Oh,
in
yes,
that
absolutely.
show, they're so cute together.
Oh, they're so good. And like that is my favorite Supergirl design ever. They literally just made her Android 18. I don't know who on the staff decided that, but
Thanks, Weebs.
yeah. Someone had a crush and grew up watching DBZ. That's all I got to say. Kiona, buy or sell that Jimmy Olsen and Gorilla Grodd TV show has been confirmed by James Gunn.
I mean, why the hell not at this point?
You know,
That's
if
certainly interesting.
if anyone can make freaking Grodd work other than Barack Obama, it would be James Gunn.
Did they say that in The Flash?
It was Let It Up Tomorrow.
Oh.
He says, Barack Obama,
Oh,
I have found you. And
I
it was-
don't remember. What season was that in?
I don't remember
Later
exactly.
season, I think.
Man, Legends of Tomorrow became a different show after like the second season, and part of that became a blur. I loved it, but my God.
No, but there's just nothing like more like aesthetically pleasing and euphoric to the ears than seeing a giant TV budget CG gorilla utter the words Barack Obama.
No, I think part of it was I saw a TikTok the other day that was like, man, what the fuck kind of show is Legends of Tomorrow? And it shows that really awesome sacrifice scene with the "There's no strings on me" and like where Snart sacrifices himself for the bomb to go off at the TVA and all that to take down Savage, and then it cuts to Bebo fighting the Demon King in like season 3. And they're like, "What is this show?"
Yep.
By the way, one of my favorite songs of all time is Return of the Mac, and I can't hear that song without thinking of, I think it's the intro to season 3 of Legends of Tomorrow.
Yes.
It's so good. God, it's so good. All right. Mike, buy or sell that Mark Wahlberg is in talks to star in the upcoming Shooter sequel. I mean, Call of Duty movie.
Damn.
I mean, it's a Peter Berg movie, so of course he'll be in it. I just kind of whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of in the same way. Like, okay, sure, whatever, who cares?
I'm again, and it's the same thing with this Battlefield movie with Michael B. Jordan. I know I've said it 100 times, but like, what makes it a Call of Duty movie?
It has the logo, Brock, don't you know?
That's
if you put a logo on something, that makes it official.
We're gonna say that in this podcast where I bitch to the high heavens about that Resident Evil movie.
But Brock, it's not just another like thing that they just slapped the Resident Evil IP and threw a few references in. No, it's clearly an official Resident Evil movie.
No, it actually isn't. Jacob, because I bet there's gonna be something that distinguishes that it's a Matchbox car in the John Cena movie. Like, I bet they're going to say that. Like, I swear to God, if I see Mark Wahlberg come out of some tent and go, I guess it really is the Call of Duty, then I will, like, accept it. It's like... So we just made a ton of money from one of those gambling apps.
You know, it's crazy that Michael Bay isn't directing that.
I'm kind of shocked. Extremely
just have
shocked.
a big flag, fireworks going off, explosions.
It's the most Michael Bay movie ever.
And just have a close-up of an American Eagle just to be safe.
Yeah, it's the Transformers movie he always wanted to make, because there's no Transformers in it.
No, but it is the same director who did Battleship.
Ugh.
Ugh.
I mean, I will give that Battlefield movie some credit. They did work or Battleship, sorry. They did work in a way to at least make it feel like you're playing the game because you can't see where you're firing. I'll give them that much. But when they Tokyo drifted a battle cruiser, I kinda
also, goddamn it, Umbreon.
Some kind of it's one of we're just never gonna get rid of it. Will Smith, you ruined all of us. We just can't do it. Speaking of ruined all of us, Bree, buy or sell the Duffer Brothers will write and direct a new film for Paramount that will release in theaters in November 3rd, January, or oh my God, we're gonna try that again. November 3rd, 2028. Blah.
You know, the way things are going over there, if that thing hits theaters and isn't a tax write-off, I will be shocked.
We shall see. I just want to know what happened because they're supposedly still helping produce, write, and whatever that live-action Death Note thing. So
I couldn't.
I think that project is dead in the water.
Which is sad because that is such an easy home run if you don't go out of your way to make it bad. You just write a murder mystery. That's
honestly,
all it is.
At this point, I think you have a better chance of seeing the Death Note musical come back to New York after it had that decent West End transfer.
It's one of those things. You just gotta let it be the way it's gotta be. All right, Kiona, buy or sell the first look at Absolute the Bat.
No
No longer Batgirl.
version of Barbara Gordon in the Absolute Universe. It's very different. I'll
Yeah.
say that. But apparently, it's a non-lethal shotgun that she uses, or something that fires out batarangs, something like that.
Are they rubber batarangs?
I mean, because those
I
could still really fuck people up, but
Because,
also...
man, if you shoot a knife out of a shotgun, I think it's still going to kill you.
Yeah,
but also, is she, like, that jacked?
Yeah.
Okay,
I think
Yeah.
in the Absolute verse, I believe that everybody is pretty much jacked. I
Like,
mean,
Absolute Bane is legitimately, like, 19 feet tall.
yeah, and like
So,
apparently
can I
so is
go
the
there?
Joker.
Can I live there? Can I live there? Because I think I really want to live there.
Yeah.
I think isn't Batman and isn't Absolute Batman like 6'9" and 420 pounds?
He's something like that. It's
doesn't
outrageous.
he look like doesn't he like straight up look like, the fucking Max on steroids?
He looks
Yeah.
like what the regular version of Bane looks like in normal continuity comics, but a little bit bigger.
And then they show Wonder Woman and she's like 7 feet tall. So
Yeah.
Okay,
it's
so
crazy.
I know it's not real, but I have to live there. Somehow we need to make,
I
the
agree.
Spider-Verse thing. We need to find the different dimensional porters because for reasons, I have to go there.
Same though. Same.
I
I mean, kind of like Dark Side rules over it, so I don't know that we really want to go there. But anyway, it might be cooler than here.
No, but there's so many mommies and daddies.
I just saw something, and I don't know how to take this. Gordon's bat coat, tentacles weaved through coat.
What?
I'm reading that right? That says tentacles?
Hold on, I'm pulling this up.
No,
That says
tentacles.
It does
Yes.
say tentacles, yeah. Okay.
I guess
Well,
it's some
sure,
sort of
it's the
sneaky
Absolute
thing.
Universe. Anything goes.
Barb always hides her face and identity as the Bat. Goodness gracious. Oh yeah. They all, like, every one of the Bat, like, they also showed one other Robin. I can't remember. It's another female Bat character. I can't think of what they showed outside of Cassandra, but everyone looks great.
Are you talking about Steph?
Was it Steph?
She's one of the Robins.
Yeah, I
The
can't
Absolute
remember. I couldn't
Universe. Yeah,
remember
she's the
if they
blonde
showed
one.
her or not. Nice.
I don't know if it's her, or I don't know if it's did they pull a Carrie Kelly?
It
could have been.
It's one of those things where I need to get further on it. Yeah, Barb is looking jacked.
Mm-hmm.
Mike, buy or sell that Mark Hamill will join season 3 of Twisted Metal on Peacock and is supposedly playing Sweet Tooth's dad.
Well, is he the Joker?
I don't know, but if that's true, then sure, more of a reason to get on the Twisted Metal train.
If I remember correctly, like, Sweet Tooth's backstory is rather fucked up, and it involves his dad. Like,
Yeah.
Anyway,
I hopped
yeah.
off on season 2 of that show, so I don't know what's going on.
I don't know, but it keeps on trucking along.
And
Bree,
yet,
buyers.
no new Twisted Metal.
Well, they almost had one, but it was going to be a live service, so that didn't work out. Bree, buy or sell that Fox is buying Roku in a $22 billion deal.
God.
Yay, capitalism! Woo! Don't you feel great for all the investment bankers? The hedge fund managers. Don't you feel so happy for them, Brock? Because this is going to be so great for the consumer.
Oh, wonderful.
I can't wait to be charged to use a Roku.
Right.
And I just bought a Roku TV too.
Yeah, I have a Roku for hey kids, do you remember when they used to sell curved TVs?
Yeah, it's bad. I technically have a 3D TV in my living room.
Mine's not 3D, it's just curved And I really liked it. I love them. The actual depth of field for stuff for like being around it is really great. But it's a Samsung, and like it doesn't get updates anymore because of that. So in order for all the smart options to work, I had to get a Roku and plug that sumbitch into it. So yeah. So if like that Roku becomes unusable, then I just have a TV I can't use. Unless I plug a system up to it and then use all the things there, which I might, but yeah, it's fun. It's so much fun. Kiona, buy or sell that 24 Jump Street has officially been announced, quote unquote, it took so long to make we had to skip one. I want
That's a hell of a way to announce it.
I want more studios to do this. If it takes more than 5 years to get the next one out, you have to skip a number in the...
You know, when I first read this, I thought it was a 24 and 21 Jump Street crossover, which would be hilarious, honestly.
It would have.
Oh my god, with Kiefer Sutherland, like I'm not sure now because Kiefer's kind of going through shit, but honestly, I'd watch the hell.
I'd watch the hell out of it though.
Oh yeah. All right.
I hope they make reference to that at least.
That would be.
Yeah.
That would be sick. Kiona, I'll give you this one too for the last one.
Okay.
Buy or sell that Street Fighter 6 director says he stepped in to help write the upcoming movie adaptation as the first draft was quote unquote pretty rough. He spent 2 years helping rewrite the script and said fans can rest easy now about the final result.
I certainly hope so. Maybe that's the reason why we're getting Cody in that glorious wig of his.
I got a good feeling that if one of the Capcom people was helping them write this, he's like, you're making these characters look like these fucking characters.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I hope it's good. I really do, because I want there to be a good Mortal Kombat movie and a good Street Fighter movie in the same year. I just think that would rule.
It really would be. And, like, regardless, I think we're going to see stuff that looks the way it's supposed to. It's going to be fun, whether it's a train wreck.
Yeah, it's going to be fun, whether it's bad or good or whatever. I mean, Mortal Kombat 2, not exactly high art, but it is one of my favorite movies of the year. So
yeah, it's yeah,
because they nailed
absolutely. It. Oh, absolutely. All right. Which one of you guys put this one in the stupid is as stupid does?
Wasn't me, so I assume Michael, was that you?
Yes.
All right, so I will let you hit that.
So there's an adult animated indie pilot coming out called Chimptopia. And the very first tease for this project was something absolutely ridiculous. They were making fun of another indie pilot.
Really?
That happens to be made by Ross Donovan, and Aaron Hansen's involved with it too.
Yeah, that's a smart move. Get the Game Grumps fans to come after you. That's really smart. Oh, that's gonna end well. Anyway, go on.
Well, that happened. It was really dumb. And
so, did it, say something egregiously bad about it? Or did it just say, this is really bad, don't go watch,
It was just unprofessional. Basically, what they were doing is saying, oh, hey, if you don't like that crap, watch our pilot. But, Brock, are you familiar with the Streisand effect?
I've heard the term before. I don't exactly think I know
Okay,
what
so
it
the
means.
TRS is the term originated for there's a lawsuit involving, I believe, Barbara Streisand and her house, and it was a whole thing, and the louder it got, the more ridiculous and more exposing that it got. I mean, that's all the context you need to know. Because boy oh boy, when people started to do some digging about these guys involved,
that's always great.
I promise we're not going to get political, but just use your imagination and fill in the rest.
Yeah, and involving someone that rhymes with the name Nick Fuentes.
Oh God. Oh God. All right. So you got more you want to do on that, or is it just that they were being stupid?
No, that's pretty much the extent of it. They were being stupid, and even it's so bad that even the apology still feels.
Are you trying to tell me they didn't mean their apology?
What? No.
We called it the ukulele apology.
Yeah, God, I hate that. I love and like hate that that's a thing, but just low key, if you have to diss other people to promote your project, one, that's unprofessional, and then B, that tells me that your project isn't very good. That you have to take pot shots.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So we're on a roll here of stupid is as stupid does with the anti-woke warriors. So last week we had Smash JT being upset that Sky was trans.
Yes.
So now this week they apparently put out a 30-minute playable video of Fable, which apparently was very, very good. Like really good. That game is shaping up to be awesome. Thankfully.
Good, yeah.
For the love of God. Like there are a few more abusive relationships in gaming than it is to be a Fable fan. Like it is up there.
Agree.
Because that game
start.
they've had more games in that series canceled than have come out.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. And like studio closures and all this, it's ridiculous. And I was literally picturing you in my head, Adam. Like, he has been waiting for this game for the entirety of his life. But, so, in this, like, there's like 1,000 NPCs in this that are all individually coded. It's like, you can buy all the properties and then jack up the rent and evict people. You can be as big of an asshole as you want to be. That's the point of these Fable games. And apparently, you can basically date anybody who has dialogue in this game. Like, fucking anybody. So, you know, the anti-woke warriors got a hold of a screenshot. And I'm not saying we really need to get rid of No Child Left Behind. But, we need to get rid of No Child Left Behind because some people need to not be left behind. They need to be kicked out of the truck as it's going down the road, because we could just tell they're not going to make it before they say the dumb thing. So, you know, a lot of things that people are upset about nowadays are pronouns. I have always said, I don't give two flying fucks what you call yourself, as long as you are not an unbelievable asshole to somebody else about it. I don't care what in your life is, as long as you're respectable to me, I don't care what you are. Could not give a shit less. But they're upset that pronouns are in this game. You know, like she, her, with all that. Now, what pronoun do you think would upset them? I don't have the Jeopardy music and all that ready, because this is a lot simpler. I just want to ask you guys plainly what you think it is before I show it.
Here, I can do it.
Honest God guesses. What do you think? What do you think upset them?
Probably they.
They and them.
Yeah, cool. Now, do you think that it would actually be that pronoun or proper English?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Are you kidding?
No. This was commented with, now they stuck pronouns in Fable. When I say we need to get rid of No Child Left Behind, people, that is proper English, and that is not a pronoun. That is a contract word. I saw this on break and pissed myself laughing at how dumb this person is.
You know, this makes me question, is it possible to score negatively on the SATs?
I don't know. Like, going back to Jeopardy, there's always that part in the beginning of it where it's like, And Sean Connery has negative 43,000 points, having answered a number of questions wrong more than once. But I just like, how?
Trebek.
Like, my favorite joke from it ever.
I have a feeling I know what it is.
Hey, Trebek, what's the difference between you and a mallard with a cold? One's a sick duck. I don't remember how it ends, but your mother's a whore.
You know, I watched so many of them because I, for whatever reason, as a child, was just obsessed with Will Ferrell. Probably because of Talladega Nights.
Oh, it's great.
But I had like the best of Will Ferrell like DVDs. Like I had both of them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Will Ferrell was either breaking on camera or a stone cold fox that would get everyone else to break. He was so good. All right, we're on to gaming news here. Ken, I apologize. I don't try to do this, but I can't get away from it. My algorithm on everything.
Crazy summer.
All right, so I don't think it's a big secret that I am a giant fan of Life is Strange. It's the first game to ever make me cry on stream, and it was for a racist, sexist Twitch channel. I'll let you at home decide who that was. It rhymes with Jeremy Griggs.
I wonder.
Anyway, so
Jesus.
Anyway, I'm not sexist. Plenty of women work for me. That's a direct quote. Anyway,
yeah.
So it's a report saying that Don't Nod studio financial situation is claimed to be very bad, saying the reserves are getting low and Tencent refuses to fund another game or increase capital. The outlook is bleak for Don't Nod. The audit report warns that the studio reserves will be completely depleted by November.
Ouch. Not another one.
Oof.
And this is a studio that was going so good for a while that it was actually publishing other people's games.
Yeah. I remember.
Yeah, it sucks.
It sucks, man.
'Cause like they had, what was that game called? Remember Me?
Yeah.
There was that.
That was a good game, man. That was a good game.
Yeah. And then they did Life is Strange, and then they published other games because then Deck 9 did that, and then they kind of flip-flop back and forth.
Or Vampire, I guess.
That one, that climbing game that I can't remember the title.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Was that Jusant or something?
Yeah, I think you're correct. And then they just put out a space game that was all exploration that apparently did.
Yeah, that was Aphelion or something.
Yeah.
Aphelion?
Yeah, apparently it did very bad. But yeah.
Apparently so.
It sucks.
That sucks, man. I don't want to see them go out.
I don't either, because Don't Nod's a very good company. Yeah. It just sucks that they got purchased up. But all right.
Yep.
Electronic Arts has launched a EA advertising, which says we'll see it working with companies and agencies to add brands into games in a way that will enhance, not disrupt, the player experience. Now,
sure.
Here's the thing that sucks about that. This sucks, but I'm telling you right now, if I went back and played Crazy Taxi, I wouldn't want to play it without the Pizza Hut ads.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. Or the fucking Tower Records.
Yeah, it's you get the balance where it was
it's kind of
funny.
Yeah, it's kind of a thing that's kind of for that game. It's built in. You know what I mean? It goes with the nostalgia of it as well. So that's a little different.
Yeah,
if they're gonna do a fucking Gillette razor ad in the middle of Mass Effect 5,
that just
this is my favorite shaver on the Citadel.
God. You know what the ultimate is gonna be is not only do we have advertisements, but the assets are AI generated.
Oh, it's gonna be. God. Oh, it's gonna be. Now, if they could genuinely come up with something that was funny, like a Commander Shepard, this is my favorite blank on the Citadel, and it's something stupid, that I could be okay with. But
Yeah.
it's EA, so I don't see that happening.
Nope.
I mean, I have to imagine most of these games are, most of those advertisements are probably going to be in their sports games, which
100%.
would make sense because
Which they already do it in.
Yeah.
yeah, and also that's what it would look like IRL. Like, I don't, if it's just in the sports games, I don't think I would have that much of a problem with it.
No. But if I, need to hear about Alamo Draft House, when I'm in the middle of shooting something, I have... Ugh.
Oh God.
But yeah, it's wonderful. Don't worry, we'll get to it later. Xbox is thinking about the same shit because they need to make money somehow, because, oh boy, it looks bad! Anyway, so we have a little infographic here. Hey guys, did you know that nobody wants to have anything to do with God of War Laufey? Like, at all?
Oh, you mean that woke crap game?
That woke crap game that nobody looked into and nobody was watching, and they shared a bunch of fake dislike ratios on. Yeah, so we have a chart here that is accumulated of the best performing videos of Summer Game Fest, like all of everything covered between the direct and everything.
Yeah.
Wow, shocker.
Yeah.
Could see that.
What really blows my mind is how low FF7 Revelation is.
Yeah. Same.
Like, Resident Evil Veronica shows nothing. And it's third.
Honestly, and Persona 6 didn't show anything either.
No, it was a logo!
Well, I think it was more the euphoria of the Persona 5 era being over.
It's crazy. And Spyro outdid Until Dawn 2. I figured Until Dawn was going to be higher than Persona, but
So,
it's Spyro, so
even for me, and I'm surprised that Kingdom Hearts 4 isn't number 2 on that list, frankly.
Yeah,
given
that's what I was
the
thinking.
hype and the unending
I'm shocked
for that.
Ocarina of Time is that freaking high. Because
they didn't show anything either.
No.
With FF7 Revelation, I feel like I'm not excited at all about it.
Really?
I'm not even I have very little, I'm really not looking forward to it. I couldn't care less. Oddly enough. I don't know why.
I mean, I get you. I mean, other than the fact that this has been stretched out several years and probably splitting Final Fantasy VII, and reimagining the 3 games was probably a little bit of a stretch.
Yeah, and I think too that Rebirth just kind of left me feeling exhausted at the end of it, as opposed to feeling like any kind of, oh, I can't wait to get to the next one, kind of a thing. So for me, it just it didn't really register all that much, honestly, and also I think the change with Travis's voice too is just not working for me. I don't know. But anyway, I hope it's good when it comes out, and I'm still gonna play it. But
I mean, I hope it doesn't super
hyped for it.
underperform. But I think maybe they just missed the mark, and we might finally have. Yes, there is a point where you can milk Final Fantasy VII too much.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think making it a trilogy, if you're going to remake that giant of a game, was fine. I just think that they got the formula of how much should have been in a thing right in the first one. And
that game. Yeah, that game ends, and it's you feel something, and then the second one, it's just okay.
There was too much filler mini-game content.
Mini-games. Yeah. Too many mini-games, and it took me out of it completely.
Yeah. Kiona, honest question. If all the mini-game shit was in there, would your score for that game be significantly higher?
If it was not in there?
If it was not in there, all the minigame, whatever filler shit that made it feel bloated.
I would have liked it. I would have liked it a lot more. Yes. Yeah. I think the minigames just took me out of the whole, because you're so focused on, okay, I gotta get this item, so I have to do this and this and this and this. And it's oh man, if I didn't have to do it, it just would have, if I could not focus on that, if my stupid brain-addled mind could just not focus on that.
And I
Anyway.
would imagine that was heard loud and clear by them. I would imagine, because
I'd hope so.
what I heard from people, it was very loud.
And I was
Very clear.
watching the roundtable with Max and I think a whole bunch of guys like Max and Blitz and Night Sky Prince and everybody that was doing it after the trailer was announced and everything at Summer Games Fest. And there's this. I think one of the people on the panel was like, bring out Chadley and let me kick the crap out of him, and I couldn't agree more.
Nice. Also, how close is Max's house to where they were holding those events?
Apparently very close, because he got the producer.
Within less than like a half an hour, he was at his house.
I know. It was insane.
That was crazy.
I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, that was...
He's like, we're prepping everybody. And I thought he was going to bring in like his crew, the Yo Video Games
Yo Video
guys.
Games,
and
yep.
and he's like, we're prepping. And I'm like, okay, what's he prepping for?
Well, that's what everybody said. He's like, you won't believe who was on the stream. Like, yeah, it was probably like Kenny and everybody from Yo Video Games.
Yeah, it's like everybody...
He's like, no, the fucking producer was there. What? A, traffic. B, getting out of there.
Crazy. Yeah.
What? Yeah, it's...
I think that's why, though. I think I'm just, like, kind of exhausted. And also the ending of the game was just kind of not... It didn't hit for me all that perfectly. It was fine, but it just didn't... I don't know. Something about it's not resonating.
Gotcha.
And also the thing with the freaking, like, the whole Fortnite of it all. The jumping out, the high wind... all that stuff.
Well, I assume they do that because it's open world now.
Yeah, but somebody said it's like Fortnite, and I'm like, oh.
It's like Fortnite because you jump out of a plane. If we're gonna start saying that, then every game that has a jumping sequence out of a plane is Fortnite.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh God! Now I have the chug. What is it? The Chug Yug song with you that has like that one song with Estelle playing in the background.
I have legitimately no fucking idea what you're talking about.
No, Mike knows what it is.
Mm-hmm.
All right, anyway.
All right. So, here's the thing that I thought was interesting, and it's crazy to me when I saw this. So, Capcom is doing, like, really well.
Yeah.
And need I remind you
What
that
catalog?
this fiscal year, they've sold between like Monster Hunter Stories, Resident Evil, and Pragmata, they've sold like roughly 12 million copies of games. That's a lot between 3 games, and like 9 of them being from Resident Evil 9. They've openly came out and said that 80% of its total game sales for the last year was from catalog titles.
Really?
Shit.
Jeez.
Like, they said since the development cost of the catalog of games has already been covered, they generate high profit margins. Meaning, when you just make good video games and make them readily available and make sequels to said video games, they go, but wait, there's more! And this is one thing where I am talking to the Devil May Cry community. I say this so much, and I say this to anybody that thinks things hurt their games. This whole blank thing that literally has zero zilch nada to do with thing over here doesn't ruin thing over here. Nothing of this is affected when thing over here is made. This doesn't change. Guys, Pragmata sold 2 million copies for this fiscal year. Do you know how many copies Devil May Cry 5 sold? A game that came out in 2019.
Jeez.
2.7 million copies. And
That's
I remind
crazy.
you, that is its highest selling year since the drop of the game. And all of you Devil May Cry fans that are getting so upset saying, this is going to ruin everything. This show is ruining Devil May Cry. Your stupid asses are going to get a fucking sequel because these spikes in sales in the past 2 years? God, I can't think of what might have happened with Devil May Cry in the past 2 years that would have made people think, maybe I should check those video games out. I can't imagine.
Neither
when you
can I.
So when you say this thing is a stain on humanity, if you can't, like, judge something without trying to use the highest form of hyperbole, without saying an opinion, just regurgitating stuff, shut the fuck up. And it's coming from a guy who talks on a podcast internet once a week. It's not that bad. And also, if it gets people to like it, and then if they don't like the show, but they check out the game, and then like the games, that's still the show getting them there.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, the Kiss show's not that bad. My first cosplay and most of my life has been spent loving this series. You people need to shut the fuck up. You really need to shut the fuck up. Ay, ay, ay. Good lord. Yeah, because then there's this thing where people are like, the worst thing that can happen to someone is to have their game be adapted by Adi Shankar. Yeah, it's really horrible to have your thing be adapted, be highly rated on IMDb, and then sell millions of copies and gauge higher hopes of getting yourself a sequel. Yeah, it's god-awful. He's just done such bad things to you. I'm sure when you sleep at night and you're getting rotted in the ass by a spiked bat, because he's doing that personally, from what I've been told by all these Devil May Cry fans. Oh my god. Ugh. Anyway. So, R.E. Veronica producer confirms why they chose Code Veronica as their next remake, which is crazy to me to think that they got to get asked what game they want to make and just chose it. When I asked the producer why not make RE1 before Code Veronica, he said that when Capcom asked the dev team which game they wanted to make after they finished working on RE4R, they said that RE4R was the continuation of Leon's story after 2, and now they wanted to go back and develop a continuation of Claire's story after the events of RE2, so that the story of RE2's protagonist felt complete. Hey guys.
Cool.
I like that. That's a good way of thinking. But you know what else would have made their stories feel really complete? If he would have acknowledged that Claire Redfield, the other person that was in the RPD with Leon, we acknowledged she existed at all in that game.
Been nice.
Would have been really good. Let's not do that again. Ever a fucking game. Still a great game. Love it. But, oh boy, that was fucking dumb. Women did not exist in that game if you were not seen on screen. Okay. Oh boy. Yoshiaki Hirabayashi, I think I fucking nailed that. The producer of Code Veronica confirms that several elements exposed on a leak. It's third-person gameplay only.
Good.
They just have the opening cutscene. People like to forget that there was a first-person intro to a bunch of the remakes that had scenes that go with that. Style very similar to RE2 remake, dismemberment, bullet impacts present on bodies, consideration, Veronica as important as RE2 and RE4. Removing code was to distinguish Capcom's clear vision to direct a new element for the continuation of the license. Still don't understand why you didn't call it remake.
Yeah.
Because that's the part that's confusing more than you getting rid of the word code. V is not referring to Resident Evil 5. It is simply meaning that Rev backwards is Ver for Veronica. There was a good amount of people that are like, they're geniuses. They're remaking Veronica into RE5. And do you want to know why they said that? Because they saw a V in the advertisement.
Guys, come on.
It's time to close the damn schools. Because no learning is going on in there.
Nothing is happening. All right. Big changes are to be expected in the narrative and written as certain characters as you hear about in the reboot. So yeah, this is like This is by the team that did 2 and 4, and then there's also been confirmed by Dust Golem, who basically, I swear to God, is a bug inside Capcom because he's been right about everything. He knew Leon was going to be in that game a year before it was announced in 9. He openly just leaked that the RE0 remake got restarted halfway through development and is now being handled by this team as well. So Zero's going to be really good. Veronica is the first game that legitimately needed a fucking remake. The structure's all over the place. You can soft lock yourself a bunch of times, and just it's for those that don't know, Code Veronica was originally supposed to be RE3. And then it just kind of whatever got onto the Dreamcast and all that, and I really hope they put a Dreamcast somewhere in Code Veronica, just because I think that'd be really funny. It'd be really, really funny.
It would be.
All right, everyone. We are going to have a little bit of different things going on, but for the majority of the rest of this podcast, it is going to be very bad news, and it's going to be mostly centered around Xbox. So if that does not interest you, this podcast is about to get very boring. So, fair warn. Her head just peeked up. She's like, Xbox?
Xbox?
Xbox? All right. So, Xbox will quote-unquote try to do more exclusives when the future, if and when the business gets healthier, says CEO Asha Sharma. I didn't fuck it up this time, but I bet you like shawarma. Look, I think that we are the number 2 publisher in the world. Yeah, that normally happens when you buy 80% of the publishing of games in the gaming industry. That's kind of how that works.
They're definitely number 2.
Yeah, that's part of it. When you do that, we want our games to be everywhere. You're stronger when the world plays with you. At the same time, we're increasingly becoming more of a platform, and it's hard to find examples of platform out there that don't have exclusive services and content.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, you don't fucking
don't
say.
Yeah, but here's the difference. Those other distributors didn't get their business handled so bad that they had to beg the other streaming services to host their content and incentivize people to not subscribe to the streaming service.
Yeah.
And so this is a journey for us. Our business isn't particularly healthy. No shit. As you notice, so we're starting to introduce 1 or 2 signature exclusives. As the business is healthy, we will try to do more.
And this was right after the showcase, so this was when we were still optimistic.
Directly after. Now, you guys,
we're
going to get to everything that was the days following.
Yeah.
Strap up your boots, kiddos.
Here we go.
Shit's getting deep.
Pull up your panties, kids.
Yeah, the next
Bring me the breastplate, ho.
The next 100 days reset letter. So, you guys are not going to be able to see this, but I'm going to share it in here to show you that I'm reading off of a letter. So, at least I don't think you're going to be able to read this very well from there. Yeah, you're not. All right. Team, over the first 100 days together, we have started to revive Xbox! Over our platform, teams have already shipped out updates in the last 100 days than during the prior year combined. Yeah, because you did none. That's not that hard. We have more active partners on Xbox than ever before because you bought all of them. Our Game Pass team is set to work to fixing our offerings after 8 months of decline. Our service has started to grow again, and through player voice, we have a 24/7 channel to hear directly from players, creators, and developers, because God knows that's going to go well. With the Xbox Games Showcase and the return of FanFest, we brought together hundreds of millions of fans globally. I'm sure you did. We introduced exclusives with Gears of War E-Day, which we never talked about being on PlayStation ever in development whatsoever, even though it was on the advertisement. In 2026 and Clockwork Revolution in 2027. Players can continue to expect signature exclusives from us every year. In parallel, Playground Games reminded us that established franchises can achieve incredible new highs if you put it on a different console where they actually buy video games. These results early, but they demonstrate what is possible when we move faster, stay close to our community, and align behind a shared vision. We have made mistakes. No shit. We will continue to make them. No shit. But that matters is that we listen, learn, and adjust, of course, where needed. Remember, our fans are rooting for us. I bet
Are they though?
We now start the next 100 days. This is important that we both have optimism and realism as we work to reset the business. Here are the realities that we need to navigate. Over 1 billion players choose to play Xbox! 1 billion players? 1 billion. I think if you added together the sales of every Xbox exclusive known to man right now, you would not cross 100 million.
Nope.
But, for a total of 72 billion hours across console, PC, mobile, streaming, excluding much of China and other properties, our franchise are also among the largest and most beloved globally because we just looked at the big ones and bought them and are now breaking records on TV and film. Going forward, our competition is attention. There are more great games, TV shows, franchises, and creators, content formats, apps, etc. than before. Number 2, we will end this fiscal year at a 3% accountability margin, meaning for every dollar they make, they keep 3 cents. And hey, Kiona, do you remember what they wanted them to be at?
I don't off the top of my head.
It was 30. It was 30%. Down year over year, excluding, which was $70 billion. Activision Blizzard King, over the past 5 years, we've spent $20 billion on ongoing investments in our content platform hardware subsidy, but our annual revenue has declined by more than $500 million during that time. Going forward, that cannot continue. No shit.
Okay.
Number 3.
Hold on a second, because this makes me laugh every single time that I see it. So, like, with the Destiny thing, right? There's this whole thing where because the Xbox social media person commented on the great sort of finale trailer that Bungie released, and they said once a Guardian, always a Guardian, which was nice. It was a nice sentiment. It was cool.
Yep.
But then everybody's like, Xbox, save us. And I'm like, it always makes me laugh because I'm like, dude, do we not realize what the hell's going on over there? Are we so tunnel vision right now that we cannot see?
Absolutely. And also the fact that the old community manager of Bungie said that they were like a year away from closing the doors before Sony bought them.
Yeah, Liana Rupert said that, yeah.
So Sony already fucking saved them. They'd be dead in the water if it wasn't for Sony.
They're going to be dead in the water now.
Yeah. But
anyway.
We are in a hardware component crisis. When I joined as CEO in February, the price we paid for console storage components was 2 times higher as we paid last fall. These costs have since doubled again, and we plan for the 2027 holiday season as we expect a significant increase, taking us to over 5 times the prices we paid only 2 years ago. Memory costs have followed as a broadly similar trajectory. While the entire industry is facing a component crisis, we believe we have been impacted greatly more than our peers due to the choices we have made over the last half a decade. Hey guys! What could have possibly made Xbox be affected by a memory shortage that might be their own fault from their parent company?
I don't know, Brock. It's a total mystery. It's like, I don't know. Maybe it's some astroturfing. Maybe there's some intelligence, like some spying going on. An AI, if you will.
An AI, if you will. You guys remember the meme of the guy riding the bike and then sticking the stick in his own spokes as he falls over? Yeah, that's Xbox. Like, we just, like, stuff is so expensive, and some choices have been made that just bad stuff, you know? We're not going to stop doing that, but we're going to complain about it some more. While the entire industry is facing a component crisis, we are currently unable to make as many consoles as players want to buy.
Weren't they giving away consoles at
Yeah,
the
they openly
fan
just
event?
said they were giving them away to everyone that came because they had spares. But they can't. Also, that was the other thing that said after they showed off these 2 exclusives, all their PR team that they have sucking the dick of old fucking Matthew Booty and Mr. Balls over there were like, oh man, their Xbox are flying off the shelves. All the sites are sold out, followed by screenshots of every single site that sells Xboxes saying plenty of stock is available.
Yeah.
And they said, we're selling out because we're not stocking the shelves correctly. That's why people can't get them. Not because they don't want to buy them, but because we're not putting them on shelves to buy them.
How funny is it that both Ball and Booty are named Matthew?
Yeah. Ugh. We need a new business model and partnership for hardware as we remain committed to Helix. Number 4.
Oh, yeah,
we expanded our studio system that we needed a pipeline of content to meet multiple strategies across subscription, streaming, and devices. In that process, we found ourselves overextended as we executed on changing strategies in a landscape and more readily available content. We are fortunate stewards of an industry-defining franchises that we bought that have numerous potential and player demand, but we have not adequately funded them to compete and win. At the same time, we saw the past weekend at the showcase a reliable pipeline of first and third-party exclusives that we've already shown off plenty of times, and a new IP are critical to our success as we reassess the balance between those and our investment priorities over the next 5 years. Our current platform infrastructure is not built for the battle ahead, you don't say. Our system are overly complex, spanning hundreds of dependencies which hinder our ability to move fast. You're gonna tell me that you are hindered with what you can do when you're owned by fucking Microsoft?
You know, this would be adorable if it wasn't so pathetic.
Yeah.
God. We have been too reliant on our vendors to operate our systems. We must become self-reliant as engineering culture to build for the future. We must increase the value as we ship to players while decreasing the time it takes to do so. Going forward, we'll evolve and rebuild our stack and look at capabilities across all of Xbox and potential and mergers and acquisitions to help us win
God.
hardware, PC, and mobile streaming. Hey, Kiona, why would you be saying, oh God, if they talk about buying stuff? They do so well with everything they buy, right?
Because, yeah, we'll get there.
We'll get there. We'll get there. They're not literally giving away studios and shutting them down like after they announce games at a showcase.
Yeah.
So
this is so painful for me. I want you guys to know this is painful for me. I hate this.
For some of you, these realities will be surprising and even frustrating to discover. We won't succeed by hiding hard truths, even though we're still going to do that. Nor will we succeed by doing the same thing and expecting different results, even though we're still going to do that. Like the everyday wins mentality from the first 100 days, we will sprint to changing it to Xbox! Making process against hardware, content, experience, and services together. Xbox is one of the few places where people come not just to play, but to connect with others to create memories. With consoles at the center of our showcase experience, our defined Windows as one of the largest gaming platforms in the world, and incredible gamers under our roof as one of the largest publishers in the world, we have the foundation in place, even though you just said that your foundation is not good moving forward like a paragraph ago. But,
alright. You better make that last one hardy. Oh, yeah. You better make the last one hardy. Yeah.
Let's reset for a stronger Xbox! And build the #1 gaming entertainment company. Now, how many times did y'all hold back puking for that PR bullshit?
You know,
quite a bit.
I know Kiona isn't on camera, but I'm just imagining if he was, we would just be slowly zooming in on his face as a single tear forms.
All I hear is, hello, darkness, my old friend.
Like, Kiona's just having, Vietnam flashbacks right now.
One single tear. Now, you guys,
First
you
the
think.
Destiny thing, then this. I'm like, I'm over it. Is this the year of Keanu can't have things that he likes?
I don't know.
It's just done. I'm done with this shit, man. Also, the crazy taxi thing was another thing. Anyway, AI
Don't
sucks going on.
Yes, it does. All right. Xbox plans major reset at the company going forward as a business falls under strain. All right. Price of console.
Remember when Seamus Blackley came out and said that they're going to sunset the brand?
But Kiona, Matthew Balls said that they're fixable.
His balls are fixable?
No, the brand.
Oh.
And do you know what that brand is? Xbox is fixable, says Chief Strategy Officer. I'm never gonna get sick of doing that. By the way,
this is one of the reasons why I hate that they made it capitalized. But anyway, okay.
I love it. All right, Officer Matthew Ball. His name is Ball, but I'm going to keep calling him Balls. In a new interview, we will invest more in big IP and cut back on niche productions. That always sounds good.
That always sounds wonderful.
Yeah, which to me it just sounds like, hi, yeah, we're not making like JRPGs or like niche stuff like, you know, Hi-Fi Rush. We're gonna just do AAA first-person shooters because that sounds like.
Yep.
I mean, we had a Perfect Dark.
You did. We're gonna get the
now
Perfect
it's
Dark.
gone.
We're gonna get the Perfect Dark because some shit came out about that. That is bad.
Yeah.
Xbox can improve. How hard it will be or how long it will take for different questions. A difficult to articulate why someone should buy an Xbox. Exclusives will help with that. It's really hard because they say it so many times. All right,
we'll just clip that and we'll just make a freaking sound clip. We'll just have Xbox says Xbox.
I just got it from Xbox.
I want you to scream X Cloud also.
I'll do it with all of it. All right. Xbox presence smaller in EU and Japan. PC is the most popular. Windows is where the world plays, so we encourage players to do so in those markets.
Okay.
Did you just hear them say we prefer use Windows instead of Xbox?
Yeah.
Working hard to rethink Helix, make things more affordable with new business models. Council is growing, not dying.
Why are they making this Helix thing?
You know, I bet you it's not going to be what they wanted it to be originally. They're going to hard U-turn on that.
Oh, yeah.
Xbox exec Matthew Ball says hardware pricing boom represents a great opportunity to transition gamers to xCloud streaming. He also says in-game ads help us keep our products affordable. So, helps keep the, exclusives, help keep it affordable. And Sneeko, S.O., who is one of the most highly regarded, exclusive, peeker in there, getting to know stuff behind the scenes. Rumor, Xbox is claimed already trying to reverse course on exclusivity. I know for a fact that the true picture of their financial situation really didn't enter the discussion until 3 to 4 weeks ago. Exclusive talks are nothing more than a show of convention season. There's already talks on how to reverse that course.
Although Matthew Balls did say that they are not going to reverse course, but we all know how immutable the word of a Microsoft executive is.
Hey, Kiona, only 4 games.
Yeah, only 4 games.
4 games. All right. Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella's latest comments on Xbox. We've invested a lot for the past 25 years. We have to turn this into a sustainable business. The challenge we have is we have not been monetizing the entertainment. In fact, we have been subsidizing it.
You don't say.
Meaning, if Xbox didn't have Microsoft, it wouldn't be around.
First of all, Satya, fucketh youeth.
It
not
sucks.
Nearly enough people say fuck you to Satya Nadella. I'm sorry, but it's true.
No, I agree.
Not nearly enough. Anyway.
Yes, but it's sad that the shitty thing he's saying is sadly
No, I know,
true,
but still,
but he is a piece of shit regardless.
fuck you, dude.
Yeah. Satya Nadella says that YouTube currently monetizes Xbox games better than Microsoft itself.
Oh, you don't say.
Well, when you make it so that the main point of making money off your games is taken away because of day one on Game Pass, it's not hard to do. Alright, so now we're going to get to the real shitstorm here.
Mm-hmm.
Breaking news, the most drastic corporate move in Xbox history is on the table. Microsoft is not ruling out restructuring the entire gaming division to isolate it and even facilitate a possible sale. According to different resources from The Information, the most reliable financial and tech outlet in the sector, Satya Nadella and CFO Amy Hood are evaluating 3 realistic scenarios for the brand's future. Turn Xbox into a fully independent subsidiary, the same operating model they have for LinkedIn and GitHub, create a joint venture, a joint company with external partners, or spin off the unit completely from the Microsoft ecosystem. In short term, the emergency plan led by Asha Sharma is to inject massive budget starting in July to accelerate all costs the development of 3 pillars, Fallout, Elder Scrolls, and Halo. The Microsoft Executive Suite is internally debating on how to separate Xbox from the company's core confirms a brutal paradigm shift. The era of infinite checkbook to dominate the market is now over. Now, Xbox's goal to prove it can be profitable business on its own, or they will cut ties.
You know, I kind of hope that they spin off, just
I do
because, even
too.
though that would bring it, probably bring the end of it, honestly. But
That
I'm kind of
would-
hoping that they would spin off.
Because that is going to create a situation where they actually have to try to compete.
Exactly. Yeah.
Daddy's checkbook would be gone.
Yeah.
When they say they've had to subsidize this for how long and not monetize it,
And
that's not good.
It's because of Game Pass. It
It
really
is.
is because of Game Pass.
And
because
the
of the they shouldn't have day one. Yeah, they just shouldn't have it.
They should do it
If they
like
want to get sales.
maybe a little bit sooner than Sony does it, but Sony's like year and a half down the line, it's on the service.
Yeah.
But the problem is, and we've talked about this many times, everything I see on Twitter and with these studio closures that we're going to go over, all these retweets are, I don't care, and I'm not joking, these are legit retweets. I don't care what you have to close down or who you have to fire. As long as you keep day one on Game Pass, I will support you, Xbox.
Oh my god. Oh, by the way, I meant to post this earlier, and if you could put this into the Twitch thing later so it's reoccurring, because I think we just need this. Oh, is it not going to show because it's a second long? Hold on. All right. There we go. Really? All right. Oh, it's the Sure Jan clip.
Oh,
We'll figure it out later.
We'll figure that out.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, a lot of layoffs are coming, as you can see, and we'll get into it with that. So, Xbox studio boss Craig Duncan is stepping down after 18 months in the role. This is their 3rd Xbox gaming studio head in like the past couple of years.
Wow.
Studios will report to Xbox Chief Officer Matthew Booty until a replacement is found. Xbox Studios Chief of Staff Luis O'Connor is leaving the company as well. So,
Yep.
remember when the laughingstock of the gaming industry was Concord? And how all these big financial disasters were like, Concord was this, Concord was that. Concord, for what it was worth, had ideas behind it that never got to see the fruition because they had multiple cinematics that they were going to change the story of the game as it went on and make it progress, which most of these hero shooters don't do. And it made it to a store shelf. Now, it did not lose all of its budget, but it didn't make all of it back. So it still did some, so it wasn't a giant failure. It just didn't go well. And then there was a bunch of made-up quotes from really easy to tell that they were Photoshopped tweets about how they thought this was the future of video games. And that game, all in all with advertising, supposedly, not confirmed, cost $400 million. Now, an $814 million investment went into the initiative and Perfect Dark, and wasn't just a dev budget. It was a capital allocation across talent, outsourcing, infrastructure, payroll, and years of operating expenditure, a textbook example of sunk costs, impaired investment, and shareholder value destruction. So that game cost twice as much and never made it to a store shelf.
Nope.
I never want to hear about this is a Concord level disaster ever again. Ever again. Because that sumbitch at least made it to a store shelf. And that's coming from a guy that didn't like the game. Now, we have come across the main point of what's going on here. So,
Yep.
Hey guys, we talked about the Xbox showcase that just happened.
Yeah.
A bunch of games got shown.
Mm-hmm.
And what day was that? Kiona, what game was that showcase? Was that Saturday?
That was Sunday.
Sunday. The Xbox showcase was Sunday?
It was a Sunday. Yeah, it was weird.
It was a Sunday.
No, it was. Yeah, it was a Sunday.
Oh, it was a Sunday. Cool.
Yep.
So, on Monday, Hellblade, developers Ninja Theory, which showed a trailer for a brand new game, was sent an email saying that they were going to be closed and they're hoping the studio will find a buyer.
Yeah.
They showed a brand new game in a showcase a day earlier.
Yep.
Not even 24 hours.
Damn.
So, them, Compulsion Games, and Double Fine. Compulsion Games is what gets me. Because multiple times, Mr. Booty and Satya Nadella talked about how we need to have more studios that win us awards for recognition. Then they said that, and they shut down the only studio that ever won them an award, which was Tango Gameworks. And then now they are looking at shutting down the only other studio that has won them an award, Compulsion Games, who won them a Peabody.
So, Brock, I have a question for you. You know what? Actually, I want this to be a poll for the audience, just to kind of gauge how we're feeling.
Oh, it's Xbox. Oh, it's you gotta start it out strong. You have to. You just have to. I'm putting my vote in. You gotta start it with Xbox. That's what it's gotta do. But all right. Can we shrink that a little bit so we're not completely covering Mike's head?
Oh yeah, you know, let's
Can we
just
get it over
hide
by
that
the?
bad boy.
There we go.
Yeah, let's get that there. That's there. But so the thing coming out here is that Xbox is looking to unload a lot of its biggest or its smaller studios to try and cut cost. Now, these studios were all told they were going to be shut down, but now they are fighting for their lives to attempt to buy themselves out of Xbox.
Yeah.
Do you know what a good chunk of these studios were bought for the sole purpose of?
IP.
Getting IP that Sony couldn't have. So now these studios couldn't make their money back on the Xbox platform, so now they're attempting to buy themselves out of Xbox so that they can sell games to make themselves survive on a competing platform.
Cool.
Remember when everybody said PlayStation were a bunch of giant assholes because they were trying to prevent Xbox from buying Activision Blizzard?
I mean, they were probably doing it for the wrong reasons, but also, yeah, that was actually kind of fucking bad.
Yeah. There was multiple people that were trying to get that, like the FTC and a bunch of people.
Oh, yeah.
And then all the Xbox fans were, no, we get more at the Xbox, it will go good. No, they mean everything. They won't fire a bunch of people. They've never done that. And then they proceeded to fire like a whole bunch of people.
Yeah. It's like, they didn't expect the capitalism monster to come, but then it's like, oh fuck, I'm being eaten by the capitalism monster. How the hell did that happen?
Yeah, it's crazy. But also, the closure of Arcane Leon, which is the Blade developer, is possible, and the other Arcane, just the basic one, is on the chopping block as well. So that is 5 small studios, and there is expected to be more that haven't been announced yet, but are going to likely be shuttered. So, Kiona, I'm going to tell you right now, they said that Xbox is going to be a very different company once July hits.
Yes.
I think that eventually Xbox is just going to be Activision Blizzard and Bethesda. Yeah. I did not say ZeniMax. I said Bethesda eventually. I can tell you right now, eventually they're not going to like the sales of all those other studios that are underneath the ZeniMax ladder, and eventually they're just going to kick out everything that is not being produced by Bethesda and Activision Blizzard. Like, I can tell you right now, if the next game that Blizzard doesn't do well, I can see them fucking closing Blizzard.
No, especially with like Blizzard's baggage, I can't see it not happening either. But yeah, I guess for Microsoft, because it's not for every company, but I guess their fiscal year starts in July. That's why I'm assuming that they're going to have all that news. But yeah, it's going to be a rough couple of weeks.
Not to mention id.
Yep.
How did Doom the Dark Ages sell? I wonder.
I honestly don't know.
I'm gonna check.
I think it's sold. I think it's sold well. There wasn't anything that came out that said it like bombed. So I would imagine
sold approximately 800,000 copies. Although, hold on,
was that multi-platform?
It was.
Okay.
I couldn't remember.
Less than 1 million copies were sold, with roughly 400,000 on Steam, 200,000 PlayStation 5, and 200,000 on Xbox. And the remaining players played the game via Game Pass.
Oh, so it did kind of bad.
Yeah, so they say 2 million players experienced the game through the subscription service.
Yeah, that was like
800,000.
Yeah, that was like for what the hell was the game that I forgot that was supposed to be Space Elder Scrolls. What the hell's the game called?
Starfield.
Starfield. Remember when their big bragging thing was 10 million players, but they wouldn't say how many bought it.
Oh God, yeah.
Okay, so
but those numbers are bad. Like those are like, lower tier Nintendo numbers. Like the last 2 Fire Emblem games sold more than that. That's like
when you're giving it away for $8. Because all you need to do, because you can play Doom and beat that bitch in a weekend. That's one month of Xbox Game Pass.
So Doom Eternal,
I bet that sold much better.
The sales performance is about 5 million units.
Yeah, I would imagine. Now, do you think, Kiona? Honest to God question, because I did not beat Eternal. And do you think that anything that would have happened in Eternal would have spurred people to not buy Dark Ages?
Mick Gordon.
Outside, I'm talking just the game, because I know that matters to us. But in the grand scheme of things, people don't know who Mick Gordon is that aren't like in this. And that's nothing disrespectful to Mick Gordon. But people that just go to a store and buy a game to buy on a weekend and don't look into all this stuff,
average consumer
know about that game. Yeah,
average consumer, which are most of the millions of people that bought Eternal.
Would it be gameplay wise or anything that you feel would
the only thing that I can think of gameplay wise would just be the fact that it was much more vertical. The verticality, some of the platforming maybe was a little bit different. It was a different beast than 2016.
You feel it was better playing in 2016?
I like 2016 better overall, but I do think that Doom Eternal is a kick-ass game. So yeah, I mean it's better than Dark Ages, and it's so funny because if you look at that Dark Ages DLC that they just advertised at the showcase, interestingly, that had a little more verticality to it. That had a little bit more of the little more of the shotgun, a little more of the meat hook.
The sauce.
Yeah, it did.
But yeah,
So, looks like they're going back to the well with that. But
yeah,
I mean, I don't know. I can imagine that it probably sold the least out of all three.
yeah, but it's all right. Yeah, it's just.
I mean, if they had 2 million players play it through Game Pass and beat it,
good.
that's
not good.
2 million sales that you're not getting. So.
Yep, and and the worst part of it is that the rumors are going around that a lot of these game companies are looking to get sold to Amazon for dirt fucking cheap.
I saw a rumor too that somebody tweeted out that BioWare is even on the chopping block, and what does BioWare have to do with Microsoft, honestly? Apart from Mass Effect 1.
They have nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
I think
I
think people are getting them confused with EA and just making up shit.
Yeah, maybe.
I wouldn't doubt that if Mass Effect 5 does bad, that BioWare's probably done.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But it's just that, like, I was sitting there like, BioWare? What?
I think people are literally like, I'm going to make up a rumor too, and it's going to be a real good one. You'll see, kiddos. And then they just were like, what if I typed in BioWare? And they're like, oh, wait, that's EA and not
Activision Blizzard. I was like, that's EA, so...
That's just
a
different, bigger company.
I hope that's just a rumor and not,
But, anyway, all right, so...
Yeah.
There was other stuff for this Xbox stuff that I didn't put in here because it just went on for freaking days.
It just goes on and on and on. Yeah, man.
And they could have gave us a podcast and a half, but I sparks notes it. So
I'm depressed enough, Brock. Let's move on.
Yeah. All right. So Paramount Games chief is spectacle that AI can significantly speed up making games. We want human hands on our products. If we say by fans for fans, then we put AI in. Did the computer grow up collecting Ninja Turtles action figures and comic books and dreaming of skateboarding in sewers? No. The reality is these tools haven't reached the point of maturity yet where they can say they are truly meaningful savings to be found. While there are perhaps accelerative properties to coding that we can achieve with AI today, actual content development and generation is not moving much faster, and certainly not improving the quality of content that we can create. I don't know about Paramount Head for all the other shit, but that gaming guy can, like, keep saying things.
Who is that, anyway? Who is the head of Paramount Gaming?
I have no idea.
I'm gonna look that up.
But I like him. I like him a whole lot. But, all right. I talked about that earlier, so we can get rid of that. All right. Capcom president Hirohori Sugimoto says that their success can be attributed to the move away from an individual-led development, which is something that I have brought up several times of why they're kind of having trouble with Devil May Cry. Because it's the kind of the same situation with Harada, where Tekken was Harada. Like, he just was the game. No one knew how to do it because he had, 30 years?
Yeah, it was like forever.
Since the PS1.
Man. Oh, yeah, totally.
Like, that person heralded it, and then the gameplay, like, they knew, it would always be, people knew what the game was, but the guy in charge made it, and Itsuno was the guy. So he's gone, and then that's why I like to tell people that they need to come up with a team that understands it before they can move forward, because they know how much people appreciated and loved 5. But in the game industry, when a title becomes a series, it often ends up depending heavily on a particular developer becoming what you would call an individual-driven title. If that person doesn't make one, then there's no next installment. The direction of the series becomes tied to the ideas of a single creator. We've discussed this issue with central figures behind each franchise and ultimately agreed that we should abandon that approach. Now what we can come up with instead was the idea of every title should essentially be rebuilt from the ground up. We didn't mind even if the sales temporarily declined as a result. By switching to a team-based approach, the game development at Capcom changed dramatically. It also has sped the fuck up of them making really quality video games fast. Because now they just have dedicated teams that know what they're doing, and they have synergy, and they like all know what they're all together. And I'm okay with that, because I can't tell you a thing they've done wrong. Like, even though the game was not perfect, it played well. The last semi-bad thing they did was Infinite.
Yeah. True.
And that's fucking... Did you know, by the way, also, that, I can't remember where the hell it was, but when they talk about, I'm gonna see if I can get the exact quote. Resident Evil 7 still selling well. Still like... Yeah, it sold, has sold 16.4 million copies, and Resident Evil 7 still has... This is fucking crazy. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard has sold over 1 million units for 8 consecutive years.
Crazy.
So when they tell you that their back catalog makes them a ton,
Yeah.
it's kind of crazy. And that was based off of just people coming together and knowing those IPs. It's fucking... God, it's crazy. All right, last gaming news. A new iteration of the classic gaming brand Commodore has been announced its next product. The Commodore Callback is a flip phone that offers smartphone features like WhatsApp, Maps, but blocks social media and browsers at a system level.
So is that basically like one of those phones that they advertise on Jeopardy for old people? Like the Jitterbug or something?
I think so.
Kinda.
It's a dumb
love
phone.
it. I just love that, where this is like, do you want to go back to living in 1994? Us too.
Except here's WhatsApp.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
Yes.
All right, I am going to go get some water, Mike,
And a lozenge.
and a lozenge. Yeah, I can't imagine why I'm saying, Mike. I'm going to go get some agua.
All right. While he's getting some water, we got some box office, and the results are pretty decent. Obviously, number one this weekend was Disclosure Day with 44 million. Not bad for a 79-year-old filmmaker who still directs with the whimsy of his youth. And number two, we've got Obsession climbing back up the charts after being at number 4 the weekend before and only dropping 25%.
That is actually crazy.
Yeah. Scary Movie is dropped down to number 3, making only 14 million and dropping pretty hard, 73.9%.
I don't think that's too shocking. I mean, other than like it not being critically received that well, I mean, those movies tend to be very front loaded.
Oh yeah, no, that's pretty much par for the course. And then number 4, we got Backrooms, dropping 56%, and still making 11 million. Not too bad.
Pretty good. Sticking around.
And rounding out the top 5 is Masters of the Universe, dropping 69.7%. Nice.
It couldn't make it to the 6. Oh, I thought it was gonna be 69.99%.
That would have been good, but no.
No,
because we can't have nice things.
Yeah, well, they should have cast Noah Centineo, frankly.
See, that's what happens when
It would have solved it.
That fixed everything.
He does. He fixes everything, don't you know?
He's like a wizard.
Well, look at my disposition. It's suddenly sunnier because of Noah Centineo. Thank you, Noah. Thank you. Anyway,
the rest of the top 10 is
can we call
You know.
Mandalorian and Grogu a bomb yet?
I think it's pretty safe to say it's a bomb. I mean, you might disagree with me, Mike.
Is that like the lowest that any Star Wars movie has made?
Yeah, it
domestically?
wishes. It wishes it was Solo right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually pull up Solo's box office while
What did I miss with Noah Centineo?
he makes everything better.
It makes everything better. Look at my disposition. It's suddenly sunnier because of Noah Centineo.
You know what we're gonna have to commission is we're gonna have to do like the bat symbol, but just Photoshop it as Noah Centineo's
If
face.
he's on Cameo, somebody got to get me a cameo
Oh
from Noah
my
Centineo for my birthday. I tell you that much. Next year, baby.
Keep talking, Mike.
Yeah, so the fact that the Mandalorian and Grogu has not even hit Solo levels is
Unfortunately is not.
It's almost like, reworking a TV show into a season into a movie is a fucking bad idea.
Yeah.
And like they really thought they could Moana 2 that shit, and it's like
no.
Fool them once, and also it's Moana. Moana, she plays by her own rules. So that other movie's probably going to make a shit ton of money, unfortunately. But also, like, if Star Wars has been like on a downturn for a while, and also you put all that shit on Disney Plus, like you've overexposed Star Wars. You didn't go on the blame but yourselves.
It's almost, but not quite the same. It's almost like Pixar trained its audience to stay at home with the movies they released during the pandemic.
I disagree. I think it's exactly the same thing.
Yeah, so that's what happens. I'm hoping that things get turned around next year with Starfighter, but we'll see.
Yeah.
At least
I
it's
think
not
the
based
fact
on TV show.
Yeah, I think the fact that they just tried to like do it, but it looks exactly like the TV show.
Yeah, that trailer was a bad death nail when they saw that just was the TV show.
Oh no, that wasn't the real death nail. The real death nail was when the Mandalorian and Grogu showed up at WrestleMania.
No, I got more hyped when I saw them at WrestleMania, if I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. That was the only thing that got me excited.
Yeah. I could see that.
Like, if I get to see Grogu powerbomb someone, I will watch that movie.
That's a fair assessment.
But he didn't, so I didn't watch it.
That actually would be sick. If we could fix Star Wars, is that if people are starting to use the Force to powerbomb people.
Agree.
Chokeholds. A Force chokehold? Are you kidding me? I want to see someone get put in a full Nelson, but with the Force. It would look super dumb.
Maybe George Lucas had the right idea by basically making everyone do flips and like karate moves and just basically move like anime characters. Maybe he was on to something.
Just maybe. It's one of those things where, not getting too far off topic, they need to not do anything with Star Wars for like 7 fucking years.
It's never gonna happen.
Reboot the entire universe with Noah Centineo.
They need to reboot it regardless, in my opinion. I was talking with a friend of mine, and I believe we talked about it on this podcast. They need to restart Star Wars and not have the word Skywalker be mentioned once.
Yep.
Start all the way the fuck over. Have the Sith, have Jedi, all of it. Just fucking forget the Skywalkers ever existed. That shit is done.
Yeah.
No, they haven't, because they've been introduced in almost every project that they've ever done. How many projects in the past 5 years have they not needed to tie it to something that's already happened?
And before you say it, no. Andor doesn't count because technically that's tied to the Skywalkers and the Death Star. So as good as that show is, that technically doesn't count.
Exactly. I can't think of the last thing that had legitimately nothing that you can't do an ancillary tie back to something with the Skywalkers. Like, just fucking everything done, brand new characters, everything. Nothing tying it. And then it is if the thing is good or not. That's all it is. Because, in my opinion, Star Wars became what people like to rip on the MCU for supposedly being.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, yeah, you're right.
A reference factory. Because that's what it is.
I mean, like, Skeleton Crew maybe is the closest?
That is damn near.
Yeah, well, I mean, and you know what? Some of those fans have known to blame by themselves because they, even if you didn't like The Last Jedi, the fucking crash outs over that, like, y'all have no one to blame but yourselves.
Yeah, but Umbreon, in those stuff, we've gotten stuff in the TV show since then. There's been appearances and other things. So that's what I meant by it's not going away.
Yeah.
But,
Please move it beyond that and move it into the future. Like, do something in the future with it, as opposed to in the past.
Anything.
All that stuff. Yeah,
Anything
at this point.
Like, get a good 300 to 400 years distance at least.
Or don't even need it to be a time frame. Just delete it. Start over completely.
Yeah.
Like, the other stuff literally doesn't exist.
Yeah.
And it's just Jedi Sith.
Just complete do-over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look,
you don't even gotta call it Jedi Sith.
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did the High Republic era stuff show the origins of the Republic? Has that ever been covered yet?
They talked about a while ago how there was rumors they were going to do stuff with the High Republic era so they could get the fuck away from all this with the timeline purpose, but nothing's happened.
No, but, like, actually show, like, the origins of, like, the Republic. Like, has that been a thing?
No.
I don't know because I haven't read enough of the the High Republic books and stuff. But
yeah, maybe.
But anyway, go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, the rest of the top 10 is actually a lot more interesting than I thought. There's one movie that I unfortunately didn't get to see this weekend called The Furious.
That looked really good.
Did look
Yeah. That one made like 2.8 million. And unfortunately, if you didn't see it this weekend, you probably missed your chance. So I'm gonna try to catch that one once it hits VOD. But yeah, that's the box office for this week. Now we got something pretty cool.
Yeah. Keanu Reeves will star in Masashi Kawamura's stop-motion animated Hidori. This thing looks crazy.
Right?
It's based off of this short. That's... Wow.
It looks cool.
It looks awesome. I'm not risking showing it on Twitch, but it looks sick as hell. You guys can look it up. It's awesome. Yeah. And Keanu Reeves and more things.
Agree.
That's all I want. All right, now.
He's like older Noah Centineo.
Yes. He's the original Noah Centineo, you will. Noah 1.0. All right, so this isn't exactly streaming, but I didn't know where else to put this. This we talked about a long time ago, but it's actually finally been put in place. The UK government has announced a ban on social media for anyone under 16, including YouTube and possibly Twitch.
Jeez.
I don't know if I like this, man.
Here's the thing. I feel like if they were going to do this, it should be at a much younger age, and it should be released when you turn 16.
Yeah, because I mean, 16 in a lot of places is, consensual for other things. Like, because to me, this is just, straight up censorship. Like, I'm not going to get into a political thing, but I would agree, like, under 13, yeah, absolutely. I don't think anyone, whatever you search up, like, I don't think that's too young. And, we wouldn't have this problem if we actually had spaces that were appropriate for kids, but thanks to capitalism, we shut them all down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be like, in my opinion, you should not use social media until you're 16 or 18, whichever you prefer. Because in my opinion, I don't know what in school, for the most part, what the fuck do you need Twitter for? I don't consider Facebook Messenger social media. Like, you can have a messenger app to talk to your friends, and then have it so that you need to have some way to your friends to connect for, like, a password, whatever, so you can only talk to them, so you're not getting some weirdo stranger coming in and talking to your kid, because that should be the actual protective property of why you're doing things like this.
Mhm.
Agree.
And then, like, make it very specifically so that, sorry to tell you, we grew up at a time where our brains were not trained on stuff like this. A lot of our generation could get our phones ripped in half tomorrow and we would be okay. You've made that not be a thing possible for younger generations. And it's a thing where, I don't even want to say limiting screen time. Kids aren't raised by their parents anymore.
Yeah.
And this is a big part of it. They're raised by a fucking iPad.
Yep. This is true.
There was a program that we had in elementary school called Note. Well, I'm laughing because today this would be useless, but it was called No TV Week.
Oh my gosh.
Oh wow.
There's part of me that would revel in that. I'd be in my basement just putting together a puzzle and just chilling, listening to music. It would be awesome.
Yeah, like the idea was to get kids away from the screen and out doing something like going outside or spending time with your family.
We need to go back to instituting locking your children out of the house for the day. Y'all remember that? They were
Yep.
like, I don't want to deal with you. So they locked you out of the house and you just ran off and hung out with your friends. And if you wanted water, you drank it out of the hose. Like, my nephews do not believe that we used to do that at all. That they're like, you wouldn't just drink out of a hose.
I did it all the time.
Like,
I mean, it's probably terrible for me. I probably ingested like so many different things of bacteria.
yeah, and it's like, no. Do you know how you knew where you were at a friend's house? You weren't doing Facebook check-ins. You saw the mountain of 19 bikes in front of some parent's house. I miss those days so much. I can't tell you the last time I drove around my neighborhood where I know my nephews hang out and just saw a pile of bikes in someone's front yard knowing they're kids and they're actually having a good time hanging out. It just doesn't happen anymore.
No.
No.
Give or take, part of that is the advent of the internet with other things with online gaming to where you don't actually have to go to someone's house to play multiplayer, which fucking breaks my heart every day.
No. I
But,
remember, like, one of my highlights growing up, I remember I was at my friend Erin's house, and she had a trampoline. I wasn't allowed to have a trampoline at home, so I was like, hell yes. We did the trampoline, and then we went up to her room, and I think we had the second Inuyasha movie on. It was on DVD, and she had, like, a 13-inch TV, so I was like, holy crap, your TV's...
shit!
Oh, yeah. And then we were, like, squealing, like, oh my god, they're actually gonna kiss, guys!
No, and that's like going back to Xbox. For a while there, like everybody always came to my house. The only good thing about divorces is that you have 2 Christmases. So one of the Christmas presents was I was the kid on my block by my dad's house that had the N64. So anytime anybody wanted to play Smash Brothers or GoldenEye or WWF No Mercy, even though it had that stupid fucking memory bug that it couldn't save your wrestlers for longer than like a fucking day, or like Mario Kart or whatever, they always came to my house. And then like around here, my neighbor Justin was the only one of us that had an Xbox. And we're like, what the hell is this thing? So then he got Halo, and that was when we would like alternate days for what system and shit. We'd go to each other's houses because we each had the alternating systems for what we wanted. We played 007 Nightfire at my buddy Colton's because he had the bigger TV with the PlayStation. We did all the Nintendo 64 stuff here, and then we played Xbox at Justin's. Like, you had to alternate for what we wanted to do, and it was just... You don't... The 90s was the best. I don't mean to be that guy, but...
No, it was.
What I would give to be this age when I was in the era of when I was a kid.
Yeah, I mean, here's like the most 90s thing is they had little Spice Girl action figures, and I remember with my one friend, we played Spice Girls.
Oh, God.
I might still have my baby Spice around somewhere in my house. I have no idea.
Like, You don't even have the detail of trying to run home to watch TV because it's just on streaming. You wanted to watch anime back in the day, you had to haul ass, get on the bus, and get home so you could catch that block of Toonami. Damn kids. All right. Speaking of childhood,
Did someone once tell you something?
Someone once told me that world was going to roll me. Shrek 5 trailer showed.
Mm-hmm.
I feel a lot better about this movie.
I do too. And I was talking about Mike earlier. Like, some people are like, oh, the aesthetic. I'm like, yes. In like the 20 plus years of fidelity graphics, it's changed. Like, I agree, some shots of Shrek still look a little bit off, but everyone else looks great. And I love how Shrek's one kid looks like he's about to drop a track on his SoundCloud.
Oh my god.
And like, it's like, the thing is, I've seen people complain about about how he looks completely different. It's like, it's really...
Here's the thing about Shrek 1. It looks like that because literally the movie kept breaking, and that was the only way for it to get out of the gate.
Yeah.
Because if you remember the DVD, you saw like all that animation jank. Shrek's production was fucking rough.
And like, just all the talking and just like having that group back together again, it felt like childhood. And I could just rewatch it when I went to go get a water after going over the box office stuff. And they know what they are doing. When at the end of that trailer, All-Star plays for a little bit, you're like...
Yeah.
They know.
They know.
But here's the thing that kind of made me really feel good about that is we're finally getting Shrek back to like... Because this felt like very Shrek 1 in tone, with like the humor and everything.
Hey, do you want to date a snowman?
Oh my god.
And then the swearing and like... Let me tell you, that shot of Gingy's ass is going to feed nations and start wars at the same time.
I got baked up like a bakery.
Because here's the thing.
Not the gumdrop button. Sorry.
No, it's good. Because I feel like people confuse the reason why Shrek the Third is actually bad. And it's not because of the story. The story itself is fine.
It's the tone.
It's this tone switch. Like, thinking back at it, about it, 20 years of, like, hindsight or whatever, it is so fucking weird that they decided to transition Shrek into, like, a kiddie franchise.
Yeah.
When it's really not. Like, I guess the logic was, well, a lot of kids like Shrek, so you should make it, like, family friendly. I'm like, but that's the reason why kids like Shrek. Yeah, because it had a little bit of edge, but it was still, like, not, like, too adult.
Do you remember, like, when they had the parody of Cops?
Yes.
And he's peppering him in the face like it's pepper spray?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so, Shrek 2, we go from making, like, OJ jokes to, like, the next movie, the kid throws up for a long time.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was weird. It was really weird. Oh, but yeah, it's one of those things where I'm happy to like watch something with Mike Myers in it and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like, I am one of those people, and I will die on the hill.
Same.
Love Guru's overhated. I don't know if anybody else feels that way. That is a movie that I watch like once a year. I love that fucking movie. It's the same level of type of humor as Austin Powers. It just didn't. Its problem is that it wasn't Austin Powers. Oh, but Mariska Hargitay. I love that movie so much. All right, but yeah, like you said, tonally, this feels really good. And if it goes back to the same, like, people like to forget, what's his name? Who do they base Lord Farquaad on again?
Oh, Michael Eisner.
Michael Eisner. And, like, calling him Lord Farquaad, like...
Yeah.
Things where... Stuff you don't catch as a kid, and, like, my parents are laughing at it, like, what is so funny. But God, it was good. And you just don't. People also, and you can find chunks of it on YouTube. Shrek was originally supposed to be Chris Farley.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
no.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then there was another version of like the Mike Myers where he just spoke as Mike Myers, but then he
Yeah.
like re-recorded it. He's like, "What if Shrek was Scottish?"
Scottish, and it made a lot
Best
more
creative
sense.
decision ever.
Absolutely. And like, there's another one. This is not a Shrek thing, but there's another movie that Chris Farley was supposed to be in, and it's an entirely different fucking movie. Originally, the role of the cable guy in The Cable Guy was supposed to be Chris Farley. That is a different movie.
Oh, jeez. I'm trying to imagine what that movie is like, and I can't.
You cannot do that same movie that Jim Carrey did with Chris Farley. That is no longer a borderline horror movie, and it's a buddy comedy. Like, there's no way. And like, also they talked about at some point where back in the day they were going to do grown-ups way the hell back then, but Kevin James's part was going to be Chris Farley.
You know, I
Aw.
can see that.
Yeah, I remember what interview I saw that in, but there's a bunch of stuff where it's just like, blank was supposed to be Chris Farley. And I can only imagine there's a bunch of those that involve John Candy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Movies
That
would be
one,
very
that
different
one
if
just
those
makes
two
me more
stayed alive.
sad.
Yeah. John Candy's in my favorite movie of all time. I love him in Cool Runnings so much. I never knew 4 black guys in a bobsleigh can make you blush. She's so good in that movie. All right. Anyway.
Oh, and then I sent you the images in our group chat. I'm curious what you think, Brock.
You did. What is this from?
Okay. So I have the original post right here. So there's this comic. It's called Halloween. And it's done by this artist called Moss Layton, and I have the blue sky fit. You know what? Let me just share it for.
It looks very much like Owl House.
But here's like the original post. I'm gonna just share it here, super duper quick. Okay, so and of course because it's the stupid new carousel thing that they have going on. All right, let me just. There we go. Like it's not quite a ripoff, but you could definitely see that it was on some mood boards.
The question I have is, when was this comic published?
Let me see. Let me see if it's on the Penguin Rain the House thing. So let me just do Here we go. Halloween. All right.
Also, that sounds like a Rob Zombie album.
Actually, no.
Alright.
Halloween is the name of a power metal band.
Well, I'm just thinking because of Hellbilly.
Oh,
All right. So it looks like the first book was officially published in 2023.
okay. And let's see when Hex was put into development.
Because here's the other thing about Hexed is that up until 6 months ago, the main protagonist was a boy and not voiced by Haley Steinfeld.
Got it. Interesting.
But anyway, like again, the people I that worked at it, I'm sure are great, and they're just dealing with a company that doesn't really want to invest in the animation. But that was the most nothing I felt in a trailer in a long ass time.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like I will see this movie when it's out because I'm always at the Disney release in November, but I kind of have to agree this really was the most like kind of paint by numbers trailer that I've seen.
But it's crazy, like they need to invest in getting like a new renderer or change the art style because you could put these characters in Encanto. I would think from that movie, there's like nothing that significantly visually different from any of the movies that they've made. Basically, I think Frozen's different enough. Let's just say Big Hero 6 for the sake of argument. Like, they all have, like, the same, like, kind of aesthetic. It's boring. It's fucking tired as hell. And, like, and here's, like, the crazy thing. If you go back and even, like, to the Walt years, like, in the 50s and 60s, none of those movies look exactly the same. Even in the 90s, none of those movies look the same. Like, yeah, there's certain, like, Disney-isms, but they're all, like, very aesthetically different. Like, you're not gonna say, Atlantis the Lost Empire looks the same as Beauty and the Beast.
Oh yeah, no. Those are very visually distinct.
Yeah.
It's just frustrating. And then, Mike, I don't think I ever told you this story. So the script that I'm working on, this is just a little fun fact Easter egg. So years ago, Disney had like this adaptation of Jack and the Beanstalk called Gigantic. It was period in Zootopia. It had like, instead of like a guy giant, usually it had like a giant, like 10-year-old girl, and then there was like this awkward, I guess, like geeky guy. That got shit canned a couple years ago, and I had the thought, I'm like, it's because actually upon further research, because I've been watching a lot of classic cartoons and other adaptations, it's crazy that there is like not one single adaptation of Jack and the Beanstalk that I could find where the Jack character is like a different gender, or that the plot isn't basically beat by beat the same. Like there is no like Frozen version of Jack and the Beanstalk or like a Disney-fied version like Beauty and the Beast. That just doesn't fucking exist. So I had the question, I was just like, it'd be neat if they were both girls. I thought nothing about it for like 5 years until like just this last year. So yeah, it's frustrating because it seems like any interesting idea that they have, anything that looks different, unfortunately leadership doesn't have the patience or willing to invest the time and money into.
Yeah, that sucks. Disney, I think Disney and DreamWorks probably have the biggest graveyards as far as like projects that never saw the light of day.
Yeah, it's up there. But when you're a big old company, you don't need to worry.
Yeah, I just say, because we were talking about The Mandalorian and Grogu earlier, I think this is just so emblematic of like where Disney is currently.
And here's the problem. I think I said this in our other group chat that like Disney needs to like fail, but they can't because 2023 was a bad year for them, and they still treat themselves like they're Disney, but no, they need like a
No, they need the fear of God put into them.
yes, they need that.
Yeah, but the problem
They
is
need a giant mouse ear shaped God saying, "Ha ha! You better fix stuff, motherfuckers!"
Yeah.
Also, let your employees unionize and fucking pay them! Ha ha!
The problem is that God will be given a lot of money, and then he'll go, "Never mind, goodbye," and then just walk away because he won't care. The problem is, people want, in these instances, people want to believe in God, but they want Old Testament God, and then don't want to deal with Old Testament God when they would get him.
Mm-hmm.
You're not wrong.
Just saying. Alright, anyway. So, there got a minor snippet of some stuff from Tom Holland about Spider-Man Brand New Day. He also said before this that he didn't want to make this new movie unless for the fact of just making a movie. He actually wanted it to be worth something.
Oh, and I think, was it this interview or another one he casually dropped, "Oh, yeah, by the way, me and Zendaya finally married." Like,
Yeah,
you're welcome.
It was in a random interview because someone saw that she wore a ring out and they're like, "Oh no, fucking shocker."
The people that have been dating,
Moore is crying somewhere.
Like, oh, what a shocker. The people that have been in a stable relationship for over a decade got married.
Can't believe it. Tom Holland spent a lot of time listening to podcasts and watching YouTube videos to see what fans were yearning for when developing Spider-Man Brand New Home. He also researched what fans loved about McGuire and Garfield's suits to design the look of his new one. Which you do got a look of the kind of the older ones, but it's basically just, hey, what if it looked like the regular Spider-Man suit, just with your eyes on it?
That's the thing. It literally just looks like classic Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's always just like, we figured out what the fans wanted, and it's just the suit. Like, thanks. But,
I was gonna add a discussion question, but I'll just ask it here. When do you think we'll get our next Brand New Day trailer?
supposedly there's a rumor going around that one's releasing tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, they might do that because Toy Story 5 opens this weekend.
Yeah, so that do be the rumor.
I mean, that would be nice.
It would be. That'd be a hell of a way to do it. Also, supposedly, in this movie, the villain is someone you can't see. I don't know how to take that. And I still, for the life of me, outside of advertising, if she is Jean Grey, want to know why Jean Grey's in this movie. Because, like, outside of saying, yo, kids, remember, we're still doing the X-Men! And we figured out, because of toys, she has pink powers. That's alright, Umbreon. I've been cheated on before. It's not that big a deal. It's not new. The one thing that I'm seeing is supposedly from focus testing that everybody loves the movie, but fucking hates the ending of it.
I'm curious why the ending is
Interesting.
hated so much.
I'm not going to say what it is, but supposedly someone that went to one of those focus testings just said fuck it to their NDA and said what the ending was, and if it is what that guy said, I could see why they're irritated, because they don't like them trying something kind of bold.
Oh no.
Oh, ruh-roh.
And not in like a bad way, but like, I'm not going to be the person that says Destin Daniel Cretton openly said that he wants people to watch this movie as if it's the last Spider-Man movie. So, take that for what you will.
Except we all know it won't be the last Spider-Man movie because this is going to make $1 billion.
That I don't mean as if the last Spider-Man movie. Take the last Spider-Man movie as in a different turn of phrase for what people like to call someone else who exists in Spider-Man.
Oh.
Because they don't like to call that person Spider-Man.
Yeah, I know exactly the direction that those people can go in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They call him Spin in comics now. Isn't that great? I played 2 different Insomniac games, with both of them being called Spider-Man, and there was no confusion whatsoever. 'Cause they're both Spider-Man. God. Yeah, Umbreon, did you not know that he has a new code name called Spin? It's the dumbest shit ever.
Dumb.
It's so fucking stupid.
Ugh.
Good God. Like, do you guys remember Rick Grayson?
Oh,
not.
yeah.
Remember when he just became a taxi driver and had an alcohol problem? And then the Court of Owls had a crystal with his old personality in it and held it hostage? I got reminded of that the other day. Oh boy. All right, last discussion we got here. Obsession director Curry Baker says studios must understand that Gen Z audiences are tired of slop. We want good movies back. People are still hungry for movies that are original without some big IP as long as the story is good. I don't give a fuck if it's got IP in it or not. They just want good movies.
That really is the takeaway.
Yeah.
Like,
because if it's original and it fucking sucks, I don't care that it didn't have IP in it. It was still fucking sucked. But yeah,
I mean, all things being equal, I will champion an original movie, even if it does suck, because studios are kind of averse to taking any sort of risks. But
I get that. But then I'm not just going to say that original movie was better simply because of the fact that it was original.
oh no, it still has to be still has to be a good movie first.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, and we also need to get over this movie's not original because that story's been done before. I'm sorry, we've been making movies for a long damn time. You can only do so many story beats so many times.
To quote Roger Ebert, it's not what a movie is about, it's how it is about it.
Mm-hmm. Journey is how you get there, folks. But yeah, it's I agree, we want more stuff of that, but and this is the thing with me and Kiona talking about with Destiny. You need to show up.
Mm-hmm.
And not just when you want to go, let's stick it to the man, so this one time I'm going to show up and then never fucking care ever again. No, you need to show up every time.
Yep.
But nobody wants to do that because they're like, well, that one didn't pique my interest. So the next original film, that when that one somehow gets a budget, I'll try that one. And then 5 movies later, it's like, I really want original movies. What's the last movie you watched? Oh, I watch all the MCU movies. Do you watch anything else? No. Why? Can't say watch original movies if you ain't fucking showing up to them.
This. And it bugs me that the only people who are saying there's no original movies out are the ones who will only go to the movies like 5 times a year.
Exactly. And then they'll bitch that nothing else gets done. Or it's like, I didn't like this. Hey, sorry to tell you people, you don't know you're going to like a movie. You need to try something. You never know if you're going to like a movie or not. I didn't think I would ever like something like Violet Evergarden. I loved it.
Exactly.
Never would have tried it. And now it's some of the type of stuff that I look into all the time. So, yeah. I just don't. It's one of those things where you're always going to have the hypocritical thing where it's like, I'll scream at the mountaintops that this needs to get done, or I'll sign the petition for this thing to get done. And then when it's like, all right, now show up, I'm busy.
It's like, me and Mike talk about this on the animation podcast. It's like, oh yeah, the animation's the future, blah blah blah. Or like, oh cool, can you pay for shit or like see like a theatrical release so maybe we can actually afford to pay our artists and give them health insurance?
Nope.
Fuck you.
No, or it'll be the same thing with video games. Like, yeah, man, that looks really interesting, and that's a cool, innovative game. I'll wait for 3 years from now when it's on sale for like $10. But I thought you loved that studio and everything it did. Yeah, but I'm not paying full price for that. But don't you want to play it? Yeah, but I'll wait.
Meanwhile, that studio gets like shut down and everyone's like laid off.
Yeah, and then we have the Days Gone story where everyone's like, well, I don't fucking get it. 90% of the people that played it wait for a year and a half where it costs 2 cents. I don't get why they never got a sequel. You're the reason why! Like,
it's frustrating.
If you have genuine interest in something, and I get it, financial situations are financial situations. But if you're able to get something that you want to get, and your very first thought is, nah, I'll just wait 2 years and get it when it's later on down the line, then you didn't like it that much.
Mm-hmm.
And you're lying. Don't do that. We have all the opportunity to do things correctly for all these situations to help all these people to get the things we want. We have more creators than we've ever had in our entire fucking lives, but we will not support them. But then bitch to the mountaintops when you want to get fucking virtue points about how you should support them.
And honestly, those people to me are worse than the people that are canceling that shit.
Yeah.
Because at least they're just being greedy capitalists. At least they're being honest in that aspect.
Absolutely. 100%. They're like, hey, this didn't do good, so we're getting rid of it. It's the truth. And you know how they can back it up? By using the example of all the people that said they were going to come out and watch it and didn't. So, in that way, you're giving ammo to all these greedy executives that you want to stick it to the man, and then you don't.
Yep.
But, yeah. Anyway, unless anybody has anything else, that is all that I have got.
Same.
I think she's done.
I don't know. She looks like she's ready for more. She's like, show me like one of your Xbox exclusives. No, sorry. Xbox exclusives!
I just love how she looks like she's just straight up dead.
Yep, like, I'm done. Like, Mom, please. I want to go to bed. But, alright, yeah, we will get on out of here. Mike, where can everybody find you?
You guys can find me on various social media sites at Captain K42. You can check out my quick thoughts on letterbox.com/CoachK42. And you can follow Renegade Pop Culture on Facebook and Blue Sky at Renegade Pop Culture. You can also find us on Twitch at twitch.tv/Renegade Pop Culture. Find us on YouTube at Renegade Pop Culture or Organite Zero.
Yeah.
Find us on Podchaser. Consider supporting our Patreon at patreon.com/Renegade Pop Culture. Listen to all of our podcasts on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen. And last but not least, everything can be found at renegadepopculture.com. You can escape, so do we.
Bree?
Wow, the age-old question of do you wish to find me? Well, if you do, you can follow me on Blue Sky at crazylemur.bsky.social. I am also on Instagram at LeversRule1, which if you want to see more of this creature, she exists on there. And I'm editing stuff. I'm trying to catch up on stuff. So if you want to just see my shenanigans and me being mildly salty, just check me out on those places.
Kiona?
You can find me also on Blue Sky at Neoplasmic and also on Twitter at Neoplasmic24. And you can also find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Neoplasmic if you are so inclined. I will be streaming Destiny 2 later on in the week.
Nice. You can find me everywhere at Organite Zero, mainly on Twitch and YouTube. If you're into, or as far as Twitch goes, I will finally be playing through the God of War game, so I'm very excited about that. Yeah, quite fucking excited. And if you're into Instagram or if you're into cosplaying and all that kind of stuff and convention going and things like that, you can follow me over on my Instagram over at Organoid Zero, where I am damn close to having everything ready for my next cosplay, which is RE9 Leon. I'm very excited about that. Stuff is looking great. Literally one of the pieces shipped while we were in this podcast. But yeah, other than that, I don't got anything. So until next time, we will see you all later.
Bye.
Bye.